Are you ready to level up your movie expertise? Let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome to Watch Order by Geeks Around Globe. Today we're diving into the top 10 movies of all time that will bend your mind like Inception, in the order of beginner to pro. Whether you're in beginner to mind-bending movies or you have covered them all, this list will give you a glimpse into the biological understanding of the human mind and its vastness when it comes to the nature of brain power and mental illnesses.
She doesn't have to be. I'm asking you to have the decency.
You cannot alter this reality while inside the source code.
We unconsciously fill gaps in our perception using what we've learned before. Our biases and expectations shape how we see the world. These movies will guide to open your third eye to look at the world distinctively. Wait till the end of the list to find out. At number 10 on our list, we have Shutter Island. This movie is about an implausible escape of a brilliant murderess, brings U.S. Marshal Teddy Daniels and his new partner to Ashcliff Hospital, a fortress-like insane asylum located on a remote, windswept island. The woman appears to have vanished from a locked room, and there are hints of terrible deeds committed within the hospital walls. As the investigation deepens, Teddy realizes he will have to confront his own dark fears if he hopes to make it off the island alive. Shutter Island is one of the many films that present the ethical considerations of psychological treatment to a mainstream audience. Moving on to number 9 on the list, and it's Memento. This movie is about a guy named Leonard tracking down the man who raped and murdered his wife. The difficulty of locating his wife's killer is compounded by the fact that he suffers from a rare, untreatable form of memory loss. Although he can recall details of life before the tragic event, Leonard cannot remember what happened 15 minutes ago, where he's going, or why. This movie highlights about a mental condition called anterograde amnesia, where the brain is impaired in encoding new memories. Patients with anterograde amnesia may still remember the past but have problems recalling events. Next on the list as number 8 is The Truman Show. The film is the story of Truman Burbank, a man who is unaware that he is living his entire life on a colossal soundstage, and that it is being filmed and broadcast as a reality television show, which has a huge international following. This movie showcases about Truman disorder, which is a type of delusion in which the person believes that their life is a staged reality show, or that they are being watched on cameras. At number 7 on our list, we have Source Code. This movie is about a helicopter pilot, Colter Stevens, who is part of a top-secret military operation that enables him to experience the last few minutes in the life of Sean Fentress, a man who died in a commuter train explosion. The purpose of Colter's mission is to learn the identity of the bomber and prevent a similar catastrophe. As Colter lives Sean's final moments, he becomes more certain that he can prevent the first tragedy from occurring, as long as he doesn't run out of time. This movie is so mind-bending that you may have to move forward and backward on the storyline to connect the dots. As the number 6 on our list, we have The Butterfly Effect. This movie is about Evan Trayborn, a 20-year-old college student who experiences blackouts and memory loss throughout his childhood. Evan finds he can travel back in time to inhabit his former self during those periods of blackout, with his adult mind inhabiting his younger body. Determined to do something now that he was incapable of doing then, Evan purposely travels back in time to rewrite history and spare his friends and loved ones from traumatic experiences. The two pertinent things that the butterfly effect teaches us is that small things matter, and we are all connected to a bigger system. Our action today would have been the result of a previous action, and this could in turn lead to a future action. With one small gesture, you can change somebody's life. Next up in the list as number 5 is The Prestige. This one is a fictional movie which tells about two magicians who become rivals after a tragic accident. They engage in a lifelong battle of obsession, deceit, and jealousy, trying to outperform each other with increasingly dangerous tricks. The film explores the themes of identity, sacrifice, and the nature of illusion. Next up in the list as number 4 is Donnie Darko. This movie is about a troubled teenager who has visions of a man in a rabbit suit who tells him the world will end in 28 days. He escapes a bizarre accident by sleepwalking and following the rabbit, named Frank, outside his bedroom. Frank manipulates him to commit a series of crimes and reveals a time travel mechanism that may save the world. When Donnie takes his medication at the beginning of the movie, he sees the rabbit in the mirror. He then goes to sleep in his bedroom. The rest of the movie is just an hallucination. The time travel stuff is just a plot device in order to get Donnie back in the bedroom at the end of the movie. And you will not understand what is real and what is hallucination until the end of the movie. As we approach number 3 on the list, we have Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. This movie is about Joel Barish and Clementine Kruczynski, who meet at a beach and fall in love. But they grow to fight and hate each other. Clementine takes the first plunge to use the help of an organization called Lacuna, who specialize in erasing specific memories connected to a person. Heartbroken and devastated, Joel decides to undergo the same procedure. This movie extends the science-based theory of memory reconsolidation and the instability of the declarative and emotional aspects of memory into the realm of science fiction. At number 2 on our list, we have Fight Club. This movie revolves around an unnamed narrator who struggles with insomnia and dissatisfaction in his white-collar job. Seeking solace, he joins various support groups. However, his life takes a dramatic turn when he meets Tyler Durden, a soap salesman. Together, they form an underground fight club where young men channel their frustrations and anger through violent fights. The film's surreal and hallucinatory sequences add to the sense of unease, making Fight Club a deeply unsettling and mind-bending cinematic experience. By utilizing depth psychology in this way, Fight Club provides a rather flagrant illustration of mental health. And finally, at number 1, we have The Matrix, a world-class mind-bending movie released more than a decade ago. This movie is about Neo, a mild-mannered software author by day, a feared hacker by night. He's recruited by a cell of cyber rebels, led by the profound Morpheus and the leather-clad warrior Trinity. They've made a fundamental discovery about the world. It doesn't exist. Neo uncovers the truth. Humanity is unknowingly trapped inside the Matrix, a simulated reality created by intelligent machines. These machines use human bodies as an energy source, while their minds remain trapped in the Matrix. Neo joins a rebellion against the machines, led by Morpheus and Trinity, to free others from this illusion. The Matrix delves into profound philosophical themes, challenging the nature of reality and the boundaries of human perception. The concept of the Matrix serves as an allegory for the illusory nature of the world we experience and the question of whether we can truly discern what is real. There you have it, our top 10 movies of all time, like Inception, that will bend your mind. If you're curious about the mysteries of the mind, these movies are for you. So, did we miss any of your favorites? Drop your top mind-bending movie in the comments and let's see which ones you think should make the list. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos.